Hey guys, my name is Lorna. I'm that almost super cool, almost super weird, but super quirky girl that you know you want to be friends with. And I am starting my first vlog series. I've been inspired by my new daily meditative practice to share the trials and tribulations that have come up, what have led me to do this, and I feel like this might resonate with a lot of you people out there. And I'm definitely going to start off with telling you a little bit about me, how I got here, and then we're going to go, what's the big deal with meditation? I mean, at the end of the day, why in the hell do we all care so much about meditating? And so firstly, as I mentioned, my name is Lorna Ciccone. I am a certified health coach, and I'm also a pranic healer. I have been trained in mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is a form of meditation, and I've also been trained in Arhatic yoga, which is another form of meditation. And then I've dabbled with a bunch of other stuff, so we'll definitely be able to talk about different types of meditations and what resonates with each one of you, what has and hasn't worked for me, and just, you know, kind of go from there on that piece of it. But this vlog doesn't really matter what kind of meditation you're interested in, what you practice. It just matters that you sit down and you do have a practice, or you're trying to have a practice, or you're trying to figure out what the hell a practice even means. So let's get into some of the meat of this in terms of why in the hell do we care about meditating in the first place? I mean, it kind of is all we ever hear about. Your doctors are telling you about it, it's in the news, it's on the front of all the magazines, all the big stars are doing it. Probably every single one of your friends has mentioned that they're meditating, and it's kind of like, what am I missing out on? And clearly we're missing out on a lot. And so I just did a quick Google search on meditation and wanted to see what comes up. And of course there's just a plethora of information. But I think the really important things that we should discuss and why we should consider having a daily meditation practice is really the research behind it. Because when we think about meditation, we think about something that's been around for years and years. I mean, this is an ancient practice that people have been doing for centuries. And now all of a sudden we have the science to back and prove that in fact meditation does have a myriad of benefits. So functional MRIs and EEGs are corroborating what a lot of ancient practitioners have been saying for a very, very long time. I mean, so when we kind of take a quick look at the latest and greatest research, I mean, UCLA just last week had said that it stops the brain from aging. You actually end up, they tested meditative practitioners versus people who hadn't, or from people who have meditated for more than 20 years, and they actually showed that those people had way more gray matter than people who did not have a meditative practice. And so while their brain did age a little bit, it wasn't anywhere near what people who weren't meditating. So you keep a brain of a young person, and I don't know about you, but I definitely want to keep my brain young. I mean, Yale, they have shown that you have decreased activity in an area of your brain called the default mode network. And what this is this is the part of your brain that causes you to have monkey mind. And so you sit there all day long and you ruminate on all the things you could have done better or different. And this is kind of your worry center in your brain. And meditation decreases that. Who doesn't want to worry and stress less? I do. Johns Hopkins, they came out last year and said that mindfulness lowered depression, anxiety, and pain just as much as antidepressants. Think about that. Just as much as antidepressants. So not to say that antidepressants aren't needed and you can just go meditate. There are definitely going to be times, and you'll have to work with your medical practitioner, but this is just something else to think about, that it can definitely help lower your depression, anxiety, stress in comparable ways to antidepressants if it's right for your situation. Harvard, MBSR, which is mindfulness-based stress reduction, it's a form of meditation that we can talk about another time, changes the brain structure. So for example, it actually increased the cortical thickness in just 8 weeks in participants in a particular study through Harvard. And what that is associated with is increased learning and memory. in 8 weeks you can have a better memory and you can learn better. And not only were these pictures shown on scientifically that your brain got thicker, participants also noted themselves that they could remember things better and they were learning things easier. So that means that it was associated with a subjective perception, and it wasn't just some science stuff saying, okay, your brain got bigger, but so what? People noticed. The Association of Psychological Science actually published a paper that also said it improves attention and concentration in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And this actually correlated to better GRE scores. And I'm not talking about like, oh, a couple points here, a couple points there. I'm talking about 16 percentile increase. That means if you took the GRE and you got a pretty good score and you scored in the 80th percentile, if you did meditation practices for 2 weeks before, on average, these people were scoring 16 percentiles more. That means the 96th percentile, if I'm using that 80th percentile, that means you're a genius and you're definitely gonna get into grad school. Hello, I don't know about you, I suck at taking tests and everyone knows it, and it sounds like meditation is just what I need if I'm ever gonna take another test again. And then Stanford has also shown that there is relief from social anxiety. Every once in a blue moon I get a little bit worried about going in a room, but I'm pretty much a social butterfly. But for those of you out there who don't like going out in social settings, consider meditating because it has been shown to improve social anxiety. And then let's talk about addiction. I mean, addiction. We all know lots of people who suffer from it. We have suffered from it ourselves in certain ways, our loved ones, and meditation has been shown that people are, for example, more likely to quit smoking if they have a meditative practice, and they're less likely to relapse into heavy drinking or drug use if they have a strong meditative practice. There are tons of studies that have shown this, and if you just type in addiction and meditation, you can totally find whatever is near and dear to your heart. And lastly, but perhaps most importantly, because they are the future of this world, are meditation in schools with young children. And what's so incredibly beautiful is that they are showing lower suspension, increased attention spans, which is translating into higher GPAs with these kids. Attendance is improving. I mean, all I know is that all they're doing is talking about putting their kids on medication for attention deficit disorder. And I think that meditation might be an answer to a lot of our prayers. The kids are all over the place on their phones. Adults, you, me, we're all just like, oh, I'm so distracted all the time. How do I stop being distracted? You sit down and meditate. Now, let's be honest, the reason why I'm here is I haven't done that. And so I'm gonna chronicle my way through this entire process. Today I'm on day 4 of my daily meditative practice. And what better way to start my vlog on the day I actually woke up and meditated this morning. That's right. So the previous first 3 days, I made the commitment. I said, I'm gonna meditate every day, but guess what? I didn't get to it until like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, right before I went to bed, because so many other things popped up in my day. But this morning, I actually woke up, I got dressed to go for a run, but I said, nope, my priority is meditation. And I sat down and I did my meditation first thing this morning and just paved my way for the day that I wanted to have. I now am still dressed to go for my run, and I can do it now, but I found the time and made the priority for my meditation today. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Please respond if there are any particular topics with respect to meditation that you'd like me to talk about in this series. Otherwise, I want to hear from you. What's worked, what hasn't worked, what do you think about this research? Is there more research you guys want me to look into? We can do vlogs on just a particular type of meditation and the research presented. We can talk about all the different types of meditations. I mean, we're gonna talk about so many amazing things. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your love and support. And at the end of the day, we're all here just trying to leave a better footprint in this world, spread a little bit more love and light. So love, light, health to all of you guys. Peace, namaste, thank you.